no preamble. Let's just go knock out red, right? Let's just go take out red. Surely Zapdos can use flash? Yeah, well, obviously. It's a blinding flash! Alright, we're just gonna make our way through here. I don't remember Mount Silver at all, so we're just really gonna be making up the path as we go, and just hoping we luck into the correct path forward. I just assume we're going north as best we can. I'm assuming there's probably also going to be like some legendary, another. Are you shiny? You seem like you could be shining now. Here's regular. I assume there's going to be some legendary or another somewhere within Mount Silver. I don't care to find them. Why does it look like you two are about to like attack me? It's so quiet out here. What are you? Why are you just standing there? Oh, it's a shiny Garchomp. That's cool. And what are you? Oh, Genesect! Oh! That's cool. I don't care. But that's cool. Oh! Hey! It's Red and Silver. Red and Silver. Red and Ash. Hey, I'm Ash from Pallet Town. Though not the same Pallet Town you know. Professor Oak sent me here. He said a trainer like me needed a challenge. Did he send you too? This guy, Red, seems tough. Whoever beats him becomes the most powerful trainer in the world. A Pokemon Master. Tell you what, how about we battle and the winner faces Red? I wish I would have saved, but honestly, it's not that far of a walk to get back up here. Trainer Ash wants to battle. I'm assuming, you know, they're going to have... I'm going to run through what I assume their team is going to be. It's going to be... Well, no, the team I was about to guess is... So, Red's team typically in Silver, on Mount Silver, is Pikachu, Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, Snorlax, Lapras. Ash definitely gonna have a Pikachu in there. I don't know. Also, are we expecting any of them to have Legend level 100? I'm sorry, we went up to level 100? I didn't go up to level 100. 1 second, chat. Alright, we made it back up top. We leveled up. I want to see what the other Pokemon that are watching are. Salamence, a Dragonite, that's cool. Basically just like all the shiny Metagross, wow. And T-Tar. All of these pseudo-legends are what's watching, that's fun. Alright, so everyone's up to 100. We're starting the Sceptile since Sceptile resist Electric if they decide to go that route. Maybe just Leaf Blade, just, you know, high crit chance. Wow, I'm surprised, honestly. Honestly surprised not Focus Sashed. Very surprised not Focus Sashed. Sunlight got bright! We could go Rayquaza and get rid of the Sunlight. Or we could swap Chandelure. No, we're gonna keep Chandelure, because I am expecting a Venusaur. So let's swap Rayquaza, get rid of the Sun. They're gonna go Flare Blitz, which is still gonna hurt. They are gonna hit some recoil damage on themselves, and then I think we hard swap into Greninja. I think that's the play. And then we swap into Greninja. I don't think they're gonna go for another fire move. I think they will go for something probably more neutral. Okay, or they withdraw Charizard into a Lucario. So I wonder if this is going to be based off of Ash's team from... is this going to be based off Ash's team from Journey... whatever the most recent one is, Journeys? Which, if that's the case, we're going to see a Gengar come out. Sorry, I am just really hardcore forgetting what Lucario is weak to, because I know they're fighting Steel, but I can't remember what it is, because they're not weak to flying, but they are still weak, of course, to fire and to fighting. So I think maybe we hit him with an Icy Wind to start things off here. They hit close combat. Wow, okay, critical hit. I think the crit mattered. I do indeed think the crit mattered. Zoom Flamethrower. If they were focus sashed, we at least got rid of that with the Icy Wind, dropping the speed. Hopefully this just kills. Let's go. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Coming back in. Okay, their own Greninja. This is Ash Greninja. So we definitely want to get out of here. So I think we'll just hard swap. I mean, Sceptile's good here. I mean, also, like, Lugia is good here. But we'll go with Sceptile. This with the Hydro Pump. Makes sense. We'll eat that. You might switch again. Which maybe we read the switch and we go for, like, Slash. Oh, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. They don't. They go for the Nasty Plot. I was like, because even if they do switch to someone else, I'm like... I think really most things Leaf Blade is still the best play just because of its high crit chance and just going to do a lot of damage. I don't know if the Nasty Plot matters. We'll go for a Giga Drain here. Oh, Blizzard. Okay, Blizzard, actually, the Nasty Plot does matter. Do we take it? No, we don't. That's fine. We go for a Rayquaza and we just E-Speed. We just E-Speed. Comes out with Charizard. Let's just Draco Meteor. They're gonna Swords Dance here. So Charizard did bring back up the sun. Rayquaza needs to leave the field and come back to the field to get rid of it again. That was pretty good. We could go for an E-Speed here. I don't think the E-Speed kills, though. I don't think it kills, though. It gets close. No, it does kill. Was that a high roll, a crit? I didn't think it killed. They have two more. Ho-Oh! Has Ash ever had a Ho-Oh? I know, obviously, this is probably just referencing, like, the anime in the first episode where Ash sees Ho-Oh, but I don't think that Ash has ever had Ho-Oh as a Pokemon. I could be wrong, though. Raise up the light screen. Ho-Oh flies up high. I guess we just go for T-Bolt. Okay, we do outspeed here. Honestly, wasn't anticipating the outspeed. They get a crit. I think just back to Rayquaza. Hit a Draco Meteor. I think it's enough to kill. No, it is not enough to kill. They go for a Fly. Let's go for a D-Dance, assuming we can take their Fly. I'd be very surprised if they killed us with Fly. So we'll just D-Dance and up our attack. Still was more damage than I was expecting to. Ho-Oh is regenerating, and they're lefties. Let another Draco Meteor, which now with +1 attack, hopefully is enough. No, is not enough. Man, I wish you had a healing capability. You had a healing capability to be over. We're going to go for a D-Dance, hoping that we can take the hit here. It's going to be tight, especially if they get a crit. If they crit here, they kill. 7 HP. 7 HP. Alright, show me your final Mon. Infernape. I feel like Infernape's gonna have some crazy like E-Speed or like Mach Punch or something. So we're gonna hit our own E-Speed. We're +2 just for the damage. Just for the sake of damage. If we had more health, I'd be willing to go for a Draco Meteor. No, they go for Flare Blitz. Okay, so they did not go for a priority move. But it doesn't matter because just Aero Blast is just gonna clean them up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Ash was defeated. You are really good. Wow, you're really strong. Go on and fight Red. This is a battle I can't wait to see. I'm just gonna leave. What if I just left? What would they do then? Alright, let's drop a safe state. Who do we want our lead to be? I guess Sceptile is still just a good lead. Pivot options and also just is strong. Wait, what's up here? An overwhelming force repels the unworthy. Oh, okay. Alright. Red, of course, says nothing. It's gonna be the same trainer model, isn't it? Because Ash is based on Red. Send out Pikachu. That was the other reason I like lead Sceptile, because I'm assuming they're still going to lead the Pikachu. Do we think it's going to be the normal I don't think it's going to be the normal Pika, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Snorlax, Lapras. I could still see it being the 3, like, starter final stages. But I expect there to be a Legendary in here somewhere, right? Extreme Speed. Nice. This Pikachu is no pushover. No pushover, this Pikachu. Let's go Zapdos. Let's go for Air Slash. Snorlax. Okay, still is Snorlax. So maybe we go into this with a Machamp option. I'm always willing to consider them a champ, you know. Speed, attack goes up, and defense went up, but their special defense is still garbage. Can you do one more? No, they go for the return. That's gonna kill. That's gonna kill. Do I have yeah, let's just go Lugia here and hit an Aeroblast. I think Aeroblast just kills. No, they do go to sleep though. So while they're asleep, we're going to hit 2 Calm Minds, and then we're going to Aeroblast. We're +2 on our special attack and our special defense. It doesn't matter because they are attacking physically. So hopefully they stay asleep. No, wakes up, uses Curse again. Okay, I need another crit to end it here. Otherwise, Snorlax does get an attack off. Let's go. It's just that easy. Ask for a crit, and ye shall receive a crit. Alright, Blastoise comes in. Probably has some Ice Beam action or Blizzard or what have you. Maybe a Dark move to still be super effective here. But they Shell Smash instead. Their speed soars, so they are still going to outspeed. Or they will not outspeed. Ice Beam, but we are +2 in special defense. So yeah, it does nothing. The only reason that would actually be scary is if it froze us. And it did not. Crit did not matter. The crit was just to rub salt on the wound. It is Charizard. So far, it is still the typical team. The only thing we haven't seen yet is if the Lapras is going to be there. I mean, we also haven't seen the Venusaur, but I'm assuming if they have the Blastoise and the Charizard, they're going to have the Venusaur, right? They go for the D-Dance, up their attack, up their speed. They are going to take their recoil damage here, which will not kill them, but will put them within E-Speed range, I think. But we survive to take them out. It does put them within E-Speed range, but it doesn't matter. We just take them out. We could go for some recover action here. Mewtwo! Mewtwo makes sense. Let's go for a recover. No, they outspeed. They outspeed. It's always worth it to attempt the recover option. We get rid of the field. What is Mewtwo? Is Mewtwo pure psychic? I actually don't know off the top of my head. I think they are. Yeah, pure psychic. So they are weak to Bug, Ghost, and Dark. We do still have Chandelure. Serenity. Also, whatever happened to that like child who had a Mewtwo? Whatever happened with that? Special defense and special attack has Sword. It's Sword. Alright, well, we're going to up our speed and attack and just hit an E-Speed, which is physical, which they didn't up. They didn't up their physical. We're just going to hit an +1 E-Speed. Alright, they're going to kill us. Greninja... Greninja is weak to Psychic, aren't they? Right? No! Immune to Psychic! I have my types backwards. Immune to Psychic. And they are weak to Dark Pulse. They're going to go for Recover, which makes sense. This is a special move, and they have upped their special defense incredibly. Okay, that's what I was expecting. I was like, how much is this going to do? But do they have anything that can hurt me? Aren't we immune to that? Aren't we immune to that? Hold up a second. I got a question. I got a question. Aren't I immune to that? I'm sorry. Aren't I immune to that? That might just be me, but I'm pretty sure I'm immune to that. Right? What move is Psyblast? Is Psyblast not a psychic move? Maybe it's not a psychic move. Maybe it's a normal move. Let's see. It is a psychic move. Interesting. Interesting how that works. Interesting how Greninja is immune to psychic and damaged by psychic. I mean, okay. Okay. I don't think Zapdos really does much for us in this matchup. Do we go like the Machamp option? Or can this option, like, are we at, is this team, I don't know, let's try this team again. Let's lead Chandelure. Let's lead them. I don't know. We're trying something crazy. That definitely wasn't the thing to try. Yikes. That was not the thing to try. Alright, we swap Greninja, they withdraw, they go Venusaur. It's our first time seeing Venusaur. We're gonna hit Icy. Oh, you know what we should have done there? Not that. We should have known they were gonna hit the, they were gonna hit that, and we should have swapped. We should have anticipated the switch into Venusaur and swapped to get rid of the sun, so that way they couldn't Solar Beam us. Go Zapdos, go to Thunderbolt, go Thunderbolt, go Thunderbolt, go Thunderbolt, go Lugia. We're just gonna, you know what, let's just see here if I just sit here and Calm Mind, you know, for a while. Okay, maybe that's what happens. We just get murdered. Maybe that's what happens. We just get murdered. I guess I didn't anticipate just getting murdered. You know what, chat? You really got to factor that in more. You really got to factor in getting murdered more. But this causes them to switch into the Venusaur, right? Okay, maybe this time it did. That time they decided not to switch into the Venusaur, which, you know, I guess that is what it is. We got Frozen Solid. We're at the time of the fight where, like, we really put in a lot of effort to try and beat it the first try, so now we just do weird nonsense to see, like, how we can get to the end of the fight. Yeah, it was very disappointing, you know? Very disappointing there. Let's go Rayquaza E-Speed. How did you deal damage to me? I E-Speed. No way your priority move is better than my priority move. I refuse to believe that your priority move is better than my priority move. I'm Rayquaza, and you're a Pikachu. I did mean to roost there, which is fine. Okay. Rayquaza E-Speed? No. Okay. We are going to lose the Rayquaza here, which sucks a lot. It does suck a lot. Man, and they're just going to hit they're just going to hit Solar Beams all day. Hitting Solar Beams all day. Mewtwo comes in, and then it's just Jover for us. It's just Jover for us as soon as Mewtwo comes in. Not much we can do there. Unless, I don't know, unless we, like, start the Mewtwo fight with Sceptile out, because they start setting up and we can throw it and try and X-Scissor. But, I don't think that does it either. Let me try some stuff. Okay, I think this is kind of an interesting run that we have going right now. It's kind of where our space is right now. It's led with the Zapdos to start things off, which I think was kind of spicy. Leading with them. Then we're going to go Chandelure here. I'm going to hit a Flamethrower because the sun is up. They outspeed with the Earth Power, which is fine. That kills. Now leaving just the Mewtwo and whatever. Oh, and the Charizard. Okay, the Charizard is the other one. So this is definitely better positioning. Because now we can come in with Rayquaza And I really just want to see what happens with a potential hit onto the Mewtwo with Sceptile. I just really want to see if Sceptile can even do anything there. So we get rid of their Sun. Do we go for a... I kind of want to hit a Dragon Dance. We're both going to Dragon Dance. That's fine. I'll go for the Draco Meteor first. They go for a second Dragon Dance, which I was considering doing, but I thought it might be too greedy. I thought it might be too greedy. Because they probably have like a Dragon Claw or something that could one-shot me. Okay, but one is not enough for me to one-shot them. But maybe an E-Speed then hits the priority and is enough with the +1. Okay. So this is a full HP Rayquaza +1 up against Mewtwo. That might actually be the route. We're +1. So, remind me again, Mewtwo doesn't resist Dragon, right? No, it doesn't resist Dragon or Flying, so we just go for the Draco Meteor. This should do some decent damage. I'm not expecting like a one-shot or anything here. This is a +1, so that is what I was expecting. But they aren't going for the setup. They're just going for pure damage, which is a 3-tap without a crit. Which I think just wins us the game. Because they're at E-Speed range here. Unless they go... No, because there's... Okay, or a crit. Okay, or a crit. A crit gets them there. A crit absolutely gets them there. So let's just go Sceptile and see what we can do with the X-Scissor. Maybe they go for a setup. Or they go for Recover. Or they go for Recover, which is still fine. We at least get to see how much X-Scissor does. Is it enough to even warrant clicking it? It's super effective, but since it's not stab, is it worth clicking? Let's see how much Leaf Blade does. They don't resist Grass. They go for Serenity, which this is upping their special attack and their special defense, but Leaf Blade is physical, so it doesn't matter. Which is why I think Sceptile is good here. I don't know, I think that's about as much as X-Scissor was doing. Go for another Serenity, or go for a Recover. Like, I think that is just about the same amount of damage we were doing. But if the X-Scissor crits, I think it goes harder. I was hoping they were going to go for another Serenity. We aren't weak to this, but... Oh, wow. 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 Wow! Oh, I don't have any priority, but maybe they'll go for a Recover. They do go for Recover, so we're going to go for Giga Drain. Which I don't think Giga Drain ever matters here, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think Giga Drain ever matters here. Because I don't think we're going to recover enough HP to survive whatever they hit us with. Yeah, Giga Drain was not the play. Giga Drain was not the play. We should just went for another X-Scissor. We should just went for another X-Scissor. But hey, we at least did learn... how much damage that does. That's something. I think just getting back into that is truly just... He spams Recover, we spam X-Scissor. And we just hope for the best. If we can take one... If this crits, this wins. I don't even think that was a crit. Let's go! We took the same path there, starting with the Zapdos and working our way. The only difference in this run, actually, is I double Dragon Danced at the Charizard and double E-Speeded for the knockout. Came in with hoping maybe Rayquaza would do more damage. They didn't. They still got knocked out in, like, one Psychic. But Sceptile, that absolutely is what I should have done last time, just spam X-Scissor. Eventually the math will math. Eventually the math will math. You did it! You are the strongest in the world! You're Pokemon Master. Well done. There's a tournament where everyone is a Pokemon Master. The strongest of them is called the Monarch. It's found above Mount Silver's Pokemon Center. That should be your next goal. That seems like not a goal. Pokemon... I did want to see what was actually up there above. Hold up. There was like a whole area up there. 1 second. Okay, this was the area right here. Can I walk up here? Okay, so I guess you have to be the Monarch for. Okay. I at least wanted to see. I guess I maybe should have assumed, since it sent us away, that that was indeed the case. I'm just... I feel like this game just keeps moving the goalpost about where the end is. The Master Trial. Okay, let's learn about the Master Trial, I guess. Welcome, Wiz! This is a place that exists beyond your reality. Every person here is a Pokemon Master in their own right. Even me, if you would believe it. All are battling to become the Monarch. You will have to beat 8 gyms. The gyms have 2 leaders but no trainers. Then you can face the Elite Four. If you defeat them, you move on to the Hall of Champions. Finally moving on to the current Monarch. Enemies here are strong. Would you like me to show you what I mean? No, this sounds stupid. What? What? This sounds awful. This sounds horrendous. That sounds horrendous. This sounds like this should have been a game all its own. What do you mean I have to go do another 8 gyms that have 2 gym leaders? What are you even talking about? What are you even talking about? And like, not even talking about the fact that this game just has so many inconsistencies about what is or isn't weak to certain things. You're like, hey, now you can go take on... I know you've already done 16 gyms. Look, I know, you've already done 16 gyms. And I know you're probably feeling a little bit, you know, burnt out on this game because of just how power creep it's been for no reason. But now we're gonna make you go do another 8 gyms, except, hey, actually, each gym has 2 gym leaders in it. So actually, you're doing another 16 gyms, so that way you can go and fight in an Elite Four. So then after you go and fight in the Elite Four, you can then take on the current Monarch. I feel like this game should have ended at Mount Silver. I feel like it's doing too much. That's just me. I think it's doing too much. I think this right here, this whole idea that this should be its own game. There's no reason why this should be the tail end. I get it, you know, power creep, but I've already been feeling like this game hasn't been fantastic because they changed how a lot of Pokemon. Like, I am still not over the fact that fairies can be hit by dragon types. I'm like, that's the whole like positive of using fairy type Pokemon. That's me. Guys, this has been great. I have, with that giant rant out of the way, I have really enjoyed playing through this game. It was really fun getting to figure out the different ways, the different math pieces, chess pieces, to move my way through some of these fights. It was great. I'm going to be honest with you. This was great. As far as storylines go, in a lot of these fan-made games, the stories can sometimes be dark for the sake of being dark. Look at like Pokemon Insurgents, for instance, which was also a great ROM hack. A lot of great quality of life stuff. This game, I genuinely think it could get there. I personally, I just can't stand when games make games hard for the sake of being hard, but also changing the rules of how Pokemon works, with like types, inconsistencies, the Ambrosia inconsistencies of like when Pokemon are like overpowered for no reason, stuff like that. Is I'm just like I love a smart AI like that. I think is great when the AI's smart. That's cool. That I'm down for. But when the AI is still not smart, cheats like the AI in the earlier gens did, which is just like if it sees you switching, sometimes it won't switch, even though it would be the smartest thing to do is to switch. Stuff like that. I love like not being able to heal in battle. Stuff like that's great. All that to say, this was still a fantastic ROM. I am so happy we played through it. And I want to say thank you to all of you. You all gave me some great support on this series. And if I could ask you for one more thing before we go, this is going to be the finale of Pokemon Ambrosia. All this right here, it doesn't interest me. We completed the story. Now we're somewhere outside of reality, and it just doesn't interest me. I do apologize if you were excited, if you like wanted to see this bit. It just doesn't interest me. I would rather move on to a new story. So please, one last thing before you go, let me know what Pokemon game you'd be interested in seeing me play next down below. What, like ROM hack or something like that. If you want to catch more of me, I do stream here pretty regularly here and on Twitch. There will be the next series will not start for probably a week or two. As you're seeing this video, I am actually in my final day prep of the Pokemon TCG as I get ready to travel to the Atlanta Regionals to play Pokemon cards for like 10 hours and see what happens. It's my first regional that I'm ever going to. I'm really excited to go play, and I'll be trying to make a vlog while I'm there to show you all my experience. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I promise I'm almost done yapping, and you can go find some other content to watch. But I do really just want to end this with thank you all again so much. The support on this series has been incredible with, you know, views, comments, likes, like all that stuff. It's been incredible. I love that you all have come along with me in my tears and pain, especially in those early gyms where I was not doing well. But thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.